Hey guys, BUUTENKS here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are going to be taking a look at the EZA STR Super BUU. I already did a showcase for him, but on a 170 team, showing him on a Margin Power team with this LR BUUTENKS. However, both of these guys are on the 200% leader skill for the BUU duo. Because they lead Power of Wishes or Final Trump Card, and Final Trump Card the BUUHANs are on, and then obviously the extra 30% is for Majin Buu Saga. So these guys are on the 200% lead together. So I figured this would be, I guess, a double sort of focus showcase here, because this is, I believe, the first 200% leader for this LR BUUTENKS, and then obviously this guy, I only showed him off on a 170 team in the video that I did the other day. So we're going to use these two guys together on this team and see how we get on. So interesting thing, we've got an okay start. We got them both on the same turn, but obviously neither of them are super great in slot 1 here straight away. But we'll go ahead and do this, and then we'll get all these for you. The only downside, I think, to running them together on this team, of course we get super straight away. The only downside to running them together on this team is the fact that it means we're going to end up with a BUU duo LR floating. So if I wanted to run one on the other rotation, I'm either going to get stuck with that awkward situation where I've got one in slot 2 and one in slot 3, or I have to put one of them in slot 1. Which, I mean, they can build up to a level of defense where being in slot 1 would not be the end of the world, but obviously it depends, right? Even if they build up a decent amount of raw defense, they're still going to potentially take a lot of damage from a super attack in slot 1. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe when we get to the point, if we end up with them both on the same rotation, we can always put one of them into the standby, so then they can actually still link. But we'll see how we go. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So we're only really here to see the performance of the two BUUs. Now, ideally, I want to try and be able to get to turn 5 at the highest amount of HP possible, so that I get the BUUHAN transformation. It'd be interesting if we get the BUU Piccolo one. It'd be interesting to keep that one going, because he can be okay in slot 1 with the damage reduction, and then is providing a ton of support, which means he would actually be helping out the BUUHAN quite significantly. So let us we'll do this, and then I guess, but to be fair, we're not going the BUU duo might not even get to attack on this turn, to be honest. But I want to get, yeah, at least the 5 orbs. Because Bulma's support that carries over to the next turn, it's for all allies. It's not like super class only or anything. So she will be providing the support to the BUUs on the next turn. And then I think we have MVP 17 on the next rotation as well. I've been using him quite a lot lately on this team. I put up the Gohan video earlier because he provides all allies with key and defense. And it's all allies, not superclass. So again, he's another unit that can be pretty good in this team, because he's on Final Trump Card as well as Battle of Fate, so he's on both of the 8th Anniversary LR's teams. He's not on their 200% lead, but, you know, we get the 170. He's a pretty decent support. I love that KO screen. So good. So good. All right. So now we've got the support from Bulma from the previous turn, and we've got the defensive support from MVP 17. So yeah, we're starting off with some pretty decent looking defense stats here. LR BUU obviously has type advantage, so I'm going to put him in slot 1. And then you get defense. Is it defense? Do you get defense on super before you transform? No, it's only attack. Alright, well, as long as he doesn't get supered here, then we should be good. Then we just have to make it through the next turn without losing too much HP, and then we'll be good to go. Because BUU will heal a decent amount at the end of this turn, so I'm not too worried about this. Yep, 72k. I wouldn't be surprised if we heal all of that at the end of the turn. And then we get the 18 key. Imagine how crazy it would be, right? So BUU is in the same boat as Full Power Frieza, where he stacks defense on his 18 key. So if you get a turn where you get a bunch of additionals, you're not getting any extra defense stacks, because his 12 key stacks attack. Imagine how insane it would be if they added defense stacking to his 12 key as well. when he gets his EZA, because I really cannot wait for him and the Super Vegito to get their EZAs. I'm almost more excited for this guy, because if he gets his EZA during a celebration that gives like all the BUU units a 200% leader skill, like him and this Super BUU together on that team will just be absolutely crazy. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm going to leave these guys in slot 1 here. We have type advantage with God Goku, so it doesn't matter if we get 6 orbs for him or not. So we'll just get the 3 here, and then we'll get these. We've got a full physical rotation, so I'm hoping that we are not going to lose too much HP here, even if we do get supered. If the BUU duos do go off, we obviously have the potential to just kill BUU. Same with God Goku. God Goku could kind of go off here as well, because ideally we just want to kill Cell before he even has the chance to super attack one of these guys, and then we know that we are for sure getting the Buuhan transformation on the next turn, because that is of course the only shaky thing about using that STR Super BUU EZA. If you get blasted on the wrong unit the turn before with a super and take a load of damage, you're going to get stuck potentially with the BUU Gotenks, which you really don't want that. So there you go. We get the Buuhan out. That's what we like to see. Now, obviously, when it comes to the physical LR, ideally, I don't want to transform him straight away because I do want to stack more defense. So we can see here we're at 326k. Now, this Cell can hit relatively hard. So, I don't know. Should I? Well, I'm going to get the support from Bulma as well. So Bulma's going to give, was it 37% support she gives? So BUU's going to have over 400k defense. Does he get one shot by a super? I don't think so. It depends if he supers in slot 1 or not, because obviously when we 18 key, we are going to get another stack as well. Let's see how it plays out here. And then, yeah, maybe I'll transform him on the next turn, we'll see. But, of course he did. Alright, so how much is this going to do? 400k, okay, well, quite a bit, but you know, we are going to get a lot of healing at the end of the turn. Now, as long as Buuhan gets his guard, he's not going to take that much damage. Plus, remember, I do keep forgetting, of course, the fact that we're 10 million, jeez. The fact that we're on the BUU Duo team, we do have over 700k HP, so we still have 300k left. So, you know, unless Buuhan gets supered as well and doesn't guard, which he didn't get supered, and he did guard. So we're all good, because even if Cell super attacks Bulma here, she still has her guard, damage reduction, she is getting the guaranteed double super here. We could even get a third one. All of that's giving her extra defense. So yeah, what does she actually take from this? I'm intrigued. Will she take double digits? Yeah, let's go. Look at that, Bulma. What an absolute queen of Dokkan she is. So let's see, do I want to start charging the Spirit Bomb? I can get 6 orbs for Goku there, so yeah, let's start charging it, because I think we're going to end up with a rotation with the 2 LRs together again fairly soon. We managed to get away with it quite nicely on that last one, because we were at the int phase, and the friend one already had about 500k defense, so I could just put them in slot 1. Whereas the next time they come around to this rotation, depending on which phase, especially if we're in the STR phase, I'm not going to want to be putting one of them in slot 1. So we'll start charging the Spirit Bomb here. And then, of course, I knew he was going to do that. Well, we can still get 6 orbs though, so that's fine. So 6 orbs for you. MVP 17 has his full damage reduction because we were below the HP threshold at the start of the turn. So let's grab these. And there you go. Pretty decent charge off of the first turn already. Cell's going to grab a heal. Drop double digits against God Goku. God Goku obviously not crazy on this setup. Like, he links up decently well with the BUU Duo, but he's obviously missing some of his bigger attack links. But he obviously can be a pretty solid slot 1 unit to be run with them, because ideally you don't want to put either of the anniversary LRs in slot 1. The GT Duo can sometimes be a bit better off if they're fully built up with their damage reduction. Obviously with the standby, I guess I could have put him in slot 1 on this rotation, but it is all good. Is he gonna? Of course he's gonna Super 17. Fortunately, Super 17. Fortunately, MVP 17 has his damage reduction, so 90k is not bad considering that was the super that did 400k to Buuhan over here. So let's see, what are we looking at now? 387. So that is the only problem, obviously, with this guy being as outdated as he is now. The fact that his defense is not quite what we want it to be, and of course he's missing big bad bosses by not being Buuhan yet, which would then mean another 25% for the STR one as well as himself. So I mean, maybe we are good enough to transfer. You know what, we'll give it one more turn because we should finish off AGL Cell this turn, I believe. We know we've got enough HP because we know how much he'll deal with a super, so even if we do get supered here we should be fine. And then we should kill him this turn, I think. Let's see. So 5 mil on the 12 key, not too crazy. It is kind of funny. Obviously, this unit is very old now. But seeing his attack stat next to the STR Buuhan one is pretty funny. As he just casually comes in and does double the attack stat here. Get the crit? Yes, there we go. There's the damage. Because obviously we've got type disadvantage here. Need to be getting those crits. Sadly though, additional normals not doing a lot without getting the crits. And he guarded again. So far my experience with this STR Buuhan, considering he only has a chance to guard, it's been pretty consistent with him actually getting it. So I'm definitely happy about that. We do not get, are you kidding me? We don't get any of the additional supers, don't get the crits. 450k, I mean, hey, that is the, I know they got barely any links active here, but that's them taking more damage than LR BUUTENKS, who's like 3 years old. So yeah, as much as I don't like people ragging on the BUU duo, because I do think they are better than a lot of people make out, like turns like that do not do them any favors, that's for sure. So let's get 8 orbs here for you. And then do I want to, I feel like I don't want to waste Bulma's active skill on this turn because it gives everybody a massive buff and Vegeta's not even attacking. Yeah, so if we float her here, we can get her on rotation with the BUUs and then use it, and then that will be a spicy turn right there. So I think we're going to do that. So these guys obviously will take no damage in slot 1. And then God Goku. Will God Goku kill? We got enough orbs for him to get his guaranteed additional. So I hope so. Especially if we do get some crits in the mix. But it's going to be close. He's going to be cutting it close with this second super. Is there going to be enough? Dragon Smash. Yeah, let's go. Don't need that crit. Alright, so we now are against the Rage Cell. I'm going to have to put Buuhan in slot 1 because this guy pretty much always super attacks in slot 1, which is pretty annoying. Now, with the MVP 17 on rotation, who gives a lot of defensive support, BUUTENKS is at 680. So we definitely are going to transform here now. Get the higher quality version of the Gohan getting absorbed. So we've seen Gohan get absorbed twice now. He's stronger than he ever was before, don't you know? Look at that guy. So you think he is a JoJo character? Let's go. Alright, so now 884k defense, and the Buuhan, STR Buuhan has 571. Now, bearing in mind, he greatly raises defense on his super attacks. So his start of turn defense is always going to be a little bit lower. I could probably get away even with putting this guy actually in slot 1, because we've got 884k. But I'll put Buuhan there and we'll see what we get out of his defending here, because if he guards, actually I don't think it makes a difference, right, because it's extreme on extreme, so I don't know if he actually would even take less damage, but we'll see how it goes. Because yeah, I swear he just always supers in slot 1 as like the first attack as well. Yeah, 123, and that's without the guard activating, so pretty good. 13 million on the super attack here. Now, the big bad bosses definitely makes a big difference. Oh, damn, and then there's the second one as well. I kind of wanted to see the LR actually get a chance to attack, but you know. Done additional again. There we go. 8.1. So, I mean, it is funny to see the STR one outclassing him in numbers, but I mean, you know, he's a brand new released EZA compared to an LR that came out 3 years ago. So, I mean, you know, we can kind of let physical Buuhan off here a little bit, but, oh, this is going to be a weird setup because, if we end up getting super attacked on the BUU duo, I'm going to be really disappointed. Because, I mean, technically, I could just ignore the Spirit Bomb and just do this as the rotation. But then we still have the possibility that the BUU duo gets super attacked in slot 3. We are going to get the Dokkan attack on this turn as well. So, I mean, what do I do here? I could use an item, I guess. Decisions. Because the video's not about the Spirit Bomb, right? And I mean, the Spirit Bomb, we fully charged it. So if it crits, we might actually just kill him, which is not really what I want. So, yeah, let's do this. Oh, I've still got the active. Oh, well, fine. I mean, I don't ever get tired of this one, so. Guaranteed crit on this. Alright, so then we do this rotation, I guess. So this. We are going to get the Dokkan attack, like I say, here as well. So do this, and then I guess we just use the Whis. I'm just going to use 2. Screw it. Let's just not die here and get another turn of the BUU duo. Because that's the thing. I got to remember, right? It's their showcase. That's what we're here to see. I don't need to see, you know, God Goku going crazy. I don't need to see the Spirit Bomb, like, getting a crit and doing insane amounts of damage. Because, like I said, with it being fully charged like that, if it crits, I mean, against, what was the one we did against Broly? It was like 71 million or something. So, I mean, if he crit against Cell, obviously if they didn't crit, it wouldn't do too much because of the type disadvantage. But if he crit against Cell, that'd be it, right? Cell would just be dead. So, I would like at least one more turn of getting to see the BUU guys go at it. Now, unfortunately, it does mean, because we use the items to survive this turn, it means the items will be active next turn. So, we won't get to see, like, a realistic example of their tanking. Because I guess, especially in this event, it would be a bit tricky for Buuhan, because Buuhan would take a lot of damage. The physical LR, I mean, of course, would take a lot of damage from this Cell if he was to eat a super. But yeah, look at all this damage, because these guys have their crits built up. Like, this is why I didn't want to do the Spirit Bomb. Because at least the guys in slot 3, they're not going to attack now, and obviously then their standby technically is wasted, but like I said, we're not here in this video to see the Spirit Bomb, so it's going to do nothing, right? Actually, how many orbs did I pick up with them? Oh, it doesn't matter because I used the double Whis. Because that's the thing you have to remember. On that 5th turn, if you fully charge the Spirit Bomb, they don't have guard. So if you haven't picked up a lot of orbs, the orbs is how they get their damage reduction. Now, usually, you're probably never going to be doing what I've just done and not using the Spirit Bomb on the last turn. But that is something to bear in mind. So 700k start of turn for this guy. And then you... Are you raising defense on your 12 key? Yeah, you're not. So... Because he recovers 10% HP start of turn, attack and defense 150, launches an additional super that has a medium chance to become a super. Definitely need to put that up with an EZA. 1 key per keystone obtained, key 5 for 5 turns from the start of the turn, and then seals. So yeah, we definitely need higher chance to get an additional, and then, like, because even though he stops stacking and it's just for 1 turn, he should at least raise attack and defense for 1 turn on his 12 key. Oh, sorry, his 18 key. Because once you transform with him, that's it, he stops going up in defense, which I think is a little bit unfortunate. So let's do this. I mean, the Buuhan is just going to kill here, right? We're not really going to get to see the physical one because I just realized whoever was in slot 1 is going to be doing the crazy numbers. And I kind of want it to be STR Buuhan because we didn't show him off on the 200% lead in that other video. So now this is him on the 200% leader skill, linked up with LR Buuhan, who's going to be his best link partner, even though he's, you know, a little bit outdated. But we're going to have the support from Bulma from picking up the orbs, and we're going to have the support from her actual active skill effect. And that makes them effective against all types. So Buuhan is just absolutely about to destroy Cell. 826 is that K? And even physical Buuhan's up to 710. And this is before I pick up the orbs with Bulma and they get an extra 37%. So, yeah, absolutely crazy. What is this guy going to do here attack-wise? Obviously, we're not going to take any damage because we've got double Whis, we guarded, we've got tons of defense. Ooh, 16.2, and it's effective against all types. So, yeah, pretty good. And he gets the additional, and we got up to 17.2. Yikes, that's what, 33 million worth of attack stat there out of those 2 supers. Sheesh. And then, yeah, we get a crit for like 11 million. Thanks to the super effective as well. So, yeah, there you go. That is the STR Super Buu and physical LR BUUTENKS / Buuhan on a 200% leader skill with the Majin Buu duo. You know, a lot of people said, especially when it comes to Kid Buu, who I thought did pretty well in that video the other day, a lot of people say that, like, if these 200% leads don't come out soon enough for some of these units, they just become completely useless. But, I mean, even the physical Buuhan looked all right on that team with the 200% lead. So, you let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.